Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast and oracle reading. Sorry it's a day late. Yesterday is chaos. My son is writing matric final exams, so it's up and down to the exam center and clients in between, and it's just chaos. But here we are today. Okay, so let's have a look and see. What does this week hold for us? So in the light of it being Halloween season, let's use the Everyday Witch Oracle by Deborah Blake. Sorry, not the Oracle, the Tarot. Let's work with the Tarot. Let's pick a card for the beginning of this week, or what's left of today, Tuesday, that is. Let's pick a card for that. What do we have? We have the King of Pentacles. Now, this card speaks about stability, structure, power, the correct use of power, practicality, and also abundance, prosperity, right? The focus being on abundance and prosperity and what we make that mean to ourselves, okay? The question is, what do we believe we are worth? What do we feel we are worth? What does prosperity look like to us? And I'm also hearing it is a prosperous time at the moment. So in other words, it's very easy to manifest money or sources of money, okay? But with correct use of power, of course. Okay, so this card comes up first. All right, let's elaborate. Let's pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and let's see what energetic weather we have, and let's get elaboration on that weather, some hacks from Spirit as to how we can best navigate the beginning of this week. The higher power, yes, power again, okay? So, and with this energy, I'm getting a little bit of lostness. So as we are standing in our power, creating abundance, building financial foundations for ourselves, okay? With that, we can't and we're not supposed to do it all by ourselves. We are supposed to work as a team with Spirit, God, Source, Creator, Universe, whatever word you want to use. We don't have to do everything by ourselves. And I'm hearing Spirit say, go where you're led, because they're saying we're really being led and really being guided at this moment. Okay, we're not alone on this journey. Never forget that. Okay. Now I thought I'd play with a new deck that I've got. I couldn't help myself with it being Halloween. It's called Seasons of the Witch, the Samhain Oracle. Let's pull a card and let's see what wisdom is here for us for the beginning of this week. How can we best navigate our power and creating strong financial foundations for ourselves? What guidance is here with that, please? Mischief. Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. Okay, let's read out this card's message. Let's see, what do we have? What does this card have to say? Card number 25. Still getting used to this deck, so might take a while to find the card. Okay, the message of this card says, Samhain isn't just about dark energy, loved ones who have passed, and things that go bump in the night. There is a fun, playful aspect to Samhain as well, a bit of naughtiness and a touch of cunning. There's an element of mischief to the night of Samhain. Trick-or-treating isn't just about candy. The trick comes from an ancient Samhain tradition when villagers would disguise themselves in animal skins to scare away the demons, the ghouls, and the goblins that were free to roam the earth for one night every year, often playing cruel tricks on humans. We humans are clever though, and have found a way to keep the goblins at bay. Not all tricks are fun, however, at least not to all involved. Tricks and mischief can be mean-spirited and cruel at times. One must keep a lookout for those who find fun at the expense of others. Pulling mischief can mean a need to adopt a smarter approach to your situation. You may need to get creative to get what you want. You may even have to play a trick or two to get the outcome that you desire. Be open-minded about how to overcome your challenges, and if possible, approach your situation with a bit of fun. Problems are serious, but that doesn't mean a bit of silliness can't help you to see it in a new way. Okay, interesting, because the King of Pentacles, okay, He's a strong man, he's a leader, he's proud. He builds foundations for himself and his family and his village, his kingdom. But he can be a little boring, okay? So the key here is, as you are creating your abundance and your prosperity for yourself, for your family, your kids, what have you, your staff, whatever, right? As you're building that, have a little bit of fun. You don't have to do it all by yourself. You got your creator, God, source, angels, guides with you, helping you. Have a little bit of fun, lighten up. Not everything has to be so serious. I love that. That's a nice start to the week. All right. Let's see what energetic weather is here now for us for the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday. We have the Four of, you can't make this up, the Four of Pentacles now. Okay, now if you look at this guy, he's sitting on his chest of treasure and he's like, don't come near me, this is mine, I'm protecting my treasure. Okay, and look at the cat looking out the window like, set me free. So what this card speaks about now in the middle of the week, don't grip too tightly. Okay, so in other words, as you are creating your financial abundance, as you are working towards that, etc., building strong foundations and also enjoying your prosperity, don't become miserly. Don't be controlling with it, because, you know, whenever we hold anything in a fist, if you hold sand in a fist, it slips through the cracks or it wants to break free. But if you keep your hand like this, what is meant to stay here stays. Okay, so I'm hearing be open to receiving, be open to giving and sharing with others, but don't grip too tight, because whatever you grip too tight runs away from you or it escapes. Remember, money is an energy and money loves to feel loved and appreciated. Okay, when you give gratitude for your money wants to stay. Okay, think about your money as if you would a best friend. Do you control your best friend? Do you stifle your best friend? Do you give your best friend away for free? Okay, treat your money, treat your wealth, treat your prosperity as if you would a best friend. Don't hold on too tight. Okay, now let's see what wisdom is here for us for the middle of this week. Regeneration. This is about rising from the ashes. This is about things coming to life. Okay, so in the middle of the week, if you encounter situations where a project that you once shelved because you didn't have the money or the time or what have you, I feel like there's a second chance for that. Okay, this is an opportunity for you to act on something that you couldn't act on before for whatever reason. It's coming to life, it's regenerating. Okay, also I'm seeing an upsurging of a sense of self-worth. Okay, in the middle of this week, where we might question, like look at our surroundings and think, no, why am I struggling with this and that and this and that? Why? No, I deserve better. I want more. No, enough. I want better for myself, right? So it's almost like our self-worth is rising from the ashes. Now, when we've had a tough time, let's say we've had a tough time financially, and now money starts to flow again and we start to feel prosperous again, the temptation can be there where we'll be like, oh, I have to hold on, I have to grip this money, I have to hold on to all of my resources, because what if things go to hell in a handbasket again? Okay, and Spirit is saying it's not going to go to hell in a handbasket. Calm your farm. Okay, yes, be cautious with your money like you would a best friend. Don't give it away frivolously. Don't use it. Don't abuse it. Treat your money, treat your belongings, your prosperity with love and care, and it'll return to you, or it'll stay. Okay, that's what regeneration is all about. Okay, let's pick a card now from the Seasons of the Witch, and let's see what guidance is here for us for the middle. We have Graveyard. It says, there is a song that bellows in the peace of knowing no end, in acknowledging the crossroads of eternity. Okay, let's see, what is Graveyard about? Card 18. Okay. writing is so tiny on this. Sorry, please bear with me. Okay, the message of this card says, many see a graveyard as a symbol of mortality. It collects the tears of mourners whose loved ones have been laid to rest. Its stillness is an ominous song that creeps up the spine, leaving us to ponder when or who death will come for next. But a graveyard is a place of serenity where souls can find peace and stillness beyond the harsh realities of living. There's no longer the need to struggle against what is. It is a place of surrender. There are those who fear the graveyard, for it has long been the home of wandering spirits who cannot find peace. Those who have not transitioned to eternity, forced to live a half-life, neither dead nor alive. Souls who are faced with taking responsibility for a life not lived to the full, focusing on things that didn't matter and holding on to resentment. The graveyard card will help you find peace with where you are. There are times when we will be faced with difficult situations that are beyond your control. Those are the times when we must surrender to our current place. There's no use in fighting a battle you've already lost. Take control over the one thing you can change, yourself. Okay? The situation you're inquiring about is no longer in your hands. The powers that be have taken over. Often we are faced with a challenging ending that is necessary to facilitate a bright new beginning. Okay, now that ties in beautifully with the regeneration card. Okay, so what I'm getting with this combo of cards here, look at this guy trying to control. He's gripping his chest completely. He won't even get up from it. He'll sit on that chest for as long as he's got it. That's not freedom. Okay, freedom is living a life with open hands. Freedom is living with surrender, not being attached or overly attached to too many things or too many people or too many situations, but just allowing whatever wants to come, allowing whatever wants to go, but being open. Okay, and the regeneration, for me, it just feels like things coming back to life, which ties in beautifully actually with the graveyard card, because we always think a grave is final, it's death, it's the end. No, it's not. It's a transition. Your physical vessel dies, yes, but your spirit is eternal. Your spirit lives forever. Okay, so this is the death of, I'm hearing the death of the old you, the death of your fears around money, around prosperity, the releasing of the fear of death of your dreams. Okay, it feels like this week has got like a lift-off energy, like let's bring whatever was dormant to life, or let's bring that new project to life, let's give it life, let's give it wings, let's move forward, onwards and upwards. That's the vibe I'm getting here, and this is amazing energy actually. Okay, now let's see, let's pull a tarot card for the energetic weather for Friday and the weekend coming. Let's see, what energetic weather are we going to have? We're going two cards. We're going to have the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Hierophant. Now, what these two both speak about is thought, logic, versus tradition. Okay, so in other words, you might catch yourself thinking come Friday and the weekend, well, okay, I'm seeing the bigger picture of my life, you know, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go, but that seems a bit unorthodox. You know, society says I shouldn't do this or shouldn't go that way. This is about being true to yourself and keeping your focus on where it is that you want to be and having a light heart about it. The Queen of Swords has got a great sense of humor. Okay, she lightens things up. She's clear, she's logical, but she lightens things up. And the Hierophant is about learning, being open to learning. Okay, also be open to teaching what you know. Okay, but it also is about tradition. Now, what sticks out for me here is these people are meditating. It looks like they're doing yoga. Yoga is quite a traditional practice. But what they're wearing is not very traditional at all. So in other words, you might find yourself taking traditional concepts and giving themselves a bit of a modern twist. Doing things in a new way, doing things differently. Okay, it's a very interesting energy that for Friday and the weekend. Okay, let's get some elaboration. What guidance is here for us, please, for Friday and the weekend? We've got go the distance. You can do it. Rise above the challenges. Keep going. You're going to meet the finish line. You're going to do this. Success, victory. You've got this. But I do also hear Spirit say, pace yourself. Okay? So this week we're going to feel the urge and the itch, you know, to let's go, let's do this, let's make it happen. Woo! Okay? Absolutely yes. But let's pace ourselves as well, because we're still new. We're coming out of our cocoons, you know, we're progressing slowly but surely. So pace yourself, go slowly. There's no need to rush or force or push, remember. Surrender is your friend. Okay, let's pull a card now from Seasons of the Witch. And let's see what guidance is here for Friday and the weekend. We have got Third Harvest. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with suppleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk, filling your emptiness. Beautiful harvest. Okay, let's get some elaboration. Let's read out this card's messages. Card number 38. Ugh, my eyesight. Okay, this card says, Samhain is Halloween, by the way. Okay, anyway, Samhain served as a practical holiday that told our ancestors to prepare for the coming of winter. The third harvest was a time to gather up the remainder of crops to prepare and store them, to have enough food to last the harsh conditions. The last of the wheat would be ground to flour, and remains of fruits and veggies would be pickled and canned, and meats were salted. Everything with a shelf life was stored in the underground cellars and packed with ice. Though winters might be harsh and gathering up your food is hard work, there is a feeling of abundance and pride in getting prepared. Imagine looking at your food stores and seeing a physical representation of your work. Imagine seeing the abundant rewards of planting your seeds and nourishing them as they grow. We are lucky that we no longer have to face these conditions in our modern world. Refrigerators and grocery stores make it easy for us to have food all year long. Perhaps that is why the overall idea of preparation is no longer as important to us. If you are holding the third harvest, okay, you are being guided to gather up your accomplishments, to celebrate your wins. Take a look at everything you've done and everything you've achieved. Make a store of these wins to come back to you whenever you are feeling low or like you failed. The easiest way to attract more abundance is to feel abundant. Having this stockpile of feel-good moments will kickstart you and can help turn around feelings of lack or stagnation. How appropriate is that? So in other words, whatever it is we're starting now, when it comes to abundance and prosperity, we can go the distance, we can make it happen, but we have to pace ourselves. And if we do hit a little speed bump on the road, as that card says, it's always very good to look back at the past and see, well, what have we successfully achieved so far? What have we managed to pull off, okay? And take stock of your achievements and let that motivate you to keep going now as you're moving towards your abundance and prosperity. So it just seems like this week's focus is on coming out of a long-term period of lack, a long-term lack of self-worth, okay? And stepping into our power now, understanding we don't have to do it all by ourselves. We have support from Spirit, okay? And we can go the distance with that business idea or that new job that you're looking for or that new thing, you know, that you want to build, okay? So this is, I love this energy. And surrender, surrender, surrender. Never leave home without it. Don't grip your money. Don't grip your possessions. Open hands are open to receive. Okay. Now, let's see. What do we need to surrender this week in order to have the best week possible? What do we need to surrender this week in order to have the best week possible? This card sticks out. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So when I tune into this, I get that sense of we're being guided. Your soul, your higher self, your inner spirit, you, right? Together with the divine God, source, creator, universe, angels, whatever, working together as a team and allowing yourself to flow where you feel guided to go. Okay, go with the flow, right? Our conscious mind is not so good with knowing where it needs to go, right? That's the soul's job. Your soul will always guide where it needs to go. And how you know that you're going in the right direction is excitement and peace and joy. If the thought of doing X, Y, Z brings you peace, excitement, or joy, it is the right choice. If the decision or choice makes you feel sick to your stomach and you're like, oh no, then it's obviously the wrong choice, okay? You are supposed to go down the path of least resistance, or at least the least energetic resistance when it comes to how you feel about it, okay? So that's the surrender, okay? Now let's pull some cards from the Gateway of Light activation and let's see what our souls are up to this week. What do we need to know about this week, please? Let's pull 2 cards. What do we need to know? Okay, this one. Interesting. Okay, so we have memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. Beautiful. Okay, memories of Atlantis. What does this card have to say? Memories of Atlantis. Okay, this card says you are being transported through a gateway to connect with ancient Atlantis. Know that by drawing this card today, you are receiving blessings from the Atlantean Council of Light, who are dedicated to the evolution of the soul. You are becoming aware of your gifts, and this is an exciting time, but also a time when the energies of your ego can become loud and obnoxious. Know that this gateway is appearing to remind you to stay aligned with the highest good and rooted in the energy of devotion. Then there can be a great coming together of the human and the spiritual, and you can live in a more evolved way. Very interesting, because that's what happens. You know, the moment we want to do something new, we want to go in a new direction, we want to spread our wings, then this happens. Oh, but I must control it. I can't take risks. I can't take chances. I have to grip and hold on tightly. That's not the way to do it, because there's no freedom. Like I said, he's going to sit there forever now. Okay? That's not living. Okay. That's that. Okay, the next one, the central sun. You cannot make this up. Abundance, downloads, regeneration, success. It's all about abundance. This week is all about money. It is all about abundance, it seems. Okay. The central sun. Where are you? Okay, the message of this card. It says, the great central sun is shining brightly in your life and upon your world. This is a time to regenerate. Tiredness and old energy are being washed away. Old skins have peeled off to reveal a sacred and more aligned you. Remember how Spirit has been banging on about that, I think, for the past 2 years now, where we're forever shedding a skin, we're letting go of the old. It's been the same narrative for ages. Now it feels like it is gone. Okay, our old skins are gone. So those old negative beliefs, those old behavior patterns, all that nonsense, it's gone. Okay, it says, let me read that again for effect. Old skins have peeled off to reveal a sacred and more aligned you. That's what happens when we face our fears, people. When we face our traumas, we face our fears, we face all the limiting nonsense that's been holding us back. It is unpleasant, it is messy, it is horrible. But when we move through them by responding to life differently, we come out on the other side an unlimited being. This is an exciting time. Central sun energy is magnetic and all-powerful, opening you up to light and supporting you as you express your own light in this lifetime. New ideas, opportunities, and experiences come easily to you at this time. Like the sun kissing the perfectly ripe soil, the seeds you have planted are being encouraged to grow. Realize that in order to go beyond your horizon, it is important for you to welcome energetic exchanges. When you help others, you let yourself be helped in return. When you invest energy in projects, you let energy be invested in yourself. And that creates balance. That's what life is all about, essentially, is balance. Okay? So there you have it, everyone. I hope that has helped you. This seems like a pretty awesome week. This I just get up leveling this week. The huge up leveling. Where's the box for this thing? A huge up leveling and allowing ourselves to be open to receiving all that is good, especially in the way of finances. So, yay! That's wonderful. So there you go. I hope that has helped. Thank you once again for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing, and thank you for all of your comments. Have an amazing week. Send you all so much love. Take care. Bye.